You with hashtag Africa. Nearly 900 Nigerian children recruited to fight terror group Boko Haram have been released. The children were recruited by the government-backed militia task force. UNICEF claims more than 3,500 children were recruited between 2013 and 2017.
At this ceremony in Nigeria's Maiduguri on Friday, nearly 900 children were handed their freedom after being used by a regional militia in the war against Boko Haram insurgents. That move came from the Civilian Joint Task Force, a civilian militia that's allied to government forces and was established in Nigeria's restive northeast. In September 2017, it committed to ending its use of children in the conflict and has previously released over 800 children.
I wanted to start by congratulating the leadership of the Civilian Joint Task Force for their commitment, their continued effort to protect the right of children by the separation of 894 children from its rank today.
UNICEF says that between 2013 and 2017, non-state groups embroiled in the decade-long conflict against Boko Haram recruited more than 3,500 children, using them as soldiers and in non-combatant roles. Nigeria's war against two jihadist groups, Boko Haram and Islamic State West Africa Province, has left more than 30,000 people dead and displaced millions more, with little sign of ending.
This South African artist is using his craft to speak to the social and political challenges faced by citizens. Christiaan Diedericks recently released over 50 collections of art, each tackling issues like white privilege, racism and colonialism. ENCA's Udirile Ramafsi caught up with the artist during the opening of his exhibition.
In Search of a New King. That's the title of the latest work by internationally acclaimed artist Christiaan Diedericks. In this body of work, he investigates and questions the legacy of racism in South Africa and tries to offer healing for himself and ultimately for the interpreter.
I have to address my own racist past and say things about that heal myself. So in essence, my exhibition also is about healing, and it's about healing a nation, a broken nation.
In his journey of searching for a new king, Diedericks made a new friend, curator and fellow artist Melissa Goba, who has been impressed by questions and comments raised by Diedericks in his art.
What I found quite interesting was the sort of immersion or superimposition of the black woman or the black male with this Victorian sort of bust silhouette around it.
One of the exhibits are close to his heart. Inspired by Zimbabwean-born novelist Panashe Chigumati's These Bones Will Rise Again, the piece shows how the pain of injustices trek beyond South African borders, something he hopes South Africans would understand. Udirile Ramashi, Johannesburg.
Let's now take a look at some of the topics dominating Twitter across the continent this week. South Sudan is planning to introduce a law that will require men and women going to hotels together to produce a marriage certificate. The announcement received a mixed reaction from social media. In addition, clubs and discos have been banned in Joburg State, with bars only allowed to operate between 5 and 10 p.m. Tributes are pouring in following the death of a man who designed the iconic South African flag. Fred Bronwell died at his home in Pretoria at the age of 79. He has been hailed as the man who gave South Africa its colourful identity. An African trio won the English Premier League's Golden Boot after scoring a total of 66 goals this season. Arsenal's Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Liverpool duo Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane each scored 22 goals for their club. That's where we leave it for this edition of Hashtag Africa. Until next time, from myself, Rofiwa Madzana, and the team, take care.